This is Chris McDaniels. Like, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube. Subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris. And subscribe to this channel, Chris McDaniels. Follow me on all my social media accounts. So I'll be down there in the description box. And I'm here to do my WWE Monday Night Raw, July 7th, 2025 reviews. Today we're going to be discussing about tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw, where we kick off the show with Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, Bronson Reed, and Paul Heyman. All four guys comes out there, and then Seth tells Paul Heyman to hand him over the microphone, and Paul Heyman is about to hand over the microphone to Seth, but then Bron Breakker grabs the microphone instead and walks past him. And Seth and Paul was confused about it, and Bron Breakker pretty much starts sending a message out to Sami Zayn, talking about how he don't like Sami Zayn, how he don't like anything about Sami Zayn, how Sami Zayn don't even go to the gym and all that stuff, and how he straight up hates Sami Zayn. And he says that he wants to get his hands on Sami Zayn tonight, and once he gets his hands on Sami Zayn tonight, he's just going to be looking up at the ceiling. So yeah, that's what Bron Breakker was talking about there, sending a message out to Sami Zayn. And then he hands over the mic to Paul Heyman, and then Paul Heyman hands over the mic to Seth, but then Seth looks at Bronson Reed, and then he hands the mic over to Bronson Reed, and Bronson Reed starts talking about how he is going to get his hands on Jey Uso for everything that he's been doing for like the last couple of weeks and all that stuff. He says that he is going to finish off Jey Uso tonight. So yeah, that's what Bronson Reed was doing. They're sending a message out to Jey Uso. And then Paul Heyman starts talking about how Seth Rollins is a box office attraction and all that, and talking about how Roman Reigns is scared of all of them and all that stuff, and that's why he hasn't returned yet. So yeah, that's what Paul Heyman was talking about there. And yeah, then the fans starts chanting CM Punk and everything, and Seth Rollins likes what's been going on with everybody else. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good segment though. Building up Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker a little bit. Bron Breakker was talking about how Seth got him as the future and face of the company for like the next 2 decades and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty good stuff. But yeah, I like that segment. But then after that segment, we get to another segment that happened backstage. We see all the members of the Judgment Day talking backstage. Finn Balor, JD McDonough, Dominic Mysterio, and Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez, and Finn was cleaning up the titles and all that stuff. And then they pretty much got like a funeral set for Liv Morgan, it seems like. And Raquel was not too happy about that, and then she was like, no, it's not like anything about that. We already know she's still alive, but it's like a get well soon for her. So yeah, that's what she was talking about there. And yeah, then Roxanne and Raquel was like, alright, whatever. And then Raquel says that Roxanne needs to get ready for her match against Kairi Sane. And Roxanne was like, yeah, you're right. And then she walks out. And then Dominic sees a cake and all that stuff about Liv Morgan. He thinks it's for Liv. And they said, no, we didn't get the cake. Ben and JD says that, but then they said they gotta leave out. So they leave out, and then Dominic looks at the cake and says, get well soon, Dom, from AJ. And then Dominic turns around. We see AJ Styles behind these crates just staring at Dominic, watching him. And then Dominic goes over there talking about how he got the doctor's note and all that stuff, and AJ already done disappeared. So yeah, pretty funny stuff. But yeah, up next it will be Roxanne Perez versus Kairi Sane, 1-on-1, up next on Raw. So yeah, that match will be the first match of the night. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Till then.